Number 9, racism will be abhorrent to the church and unacceptable in congregations experiencing the river of God. Racial barriers will topple as God's torrent love is poured out. That's an image, a message of revival. I've met people, Christians, and they'll say, I'm not racist. And I say, yeah, I understand. And they'll say that until their daughter comes home with a black man. They'll say it until their son comes home with an Asian woman. They'll say it. And I don't care if they're a white person, an Asian person, a black person. They'll say it until it affects home. And then when it comes close to home, there's a lot of excuses. I've heard them my whole dating and married life. 24 years I've been hearing it. And they'll make excuses up like, and I used to have people that would do this, people that love me. I would have people say these things to me. Well, we love you and we love Lynn. She's just great. But what about your kids? What about if you want to have kids one day? That's just straight from hell. That is advice from hell. It's racism and it's sin is what it is. It's sin. Meanwhile, their kid is out not even serving God, and they're worrying about my future kid getting made fun of, trying to keep me from my destiny. Do you get it? It's all covered. It's just masked with advice. It's racism. It is sin. It is wrong. It is hate. And you shouldn't be talking that way. And I'm not saying that because I'm married to a black woman. If I was married to a white woman, I should still be saying it. That should be your message. But when it hits home, people have different opinions. When their son or daughter makes a decision that they wouldn't make, it hits home. And all of a sudden, they start changing their viewpoints. Covering them, of course, so they don't look. And it's wrong. Racism will be abhorrent to the church and unacceptable in congregations. Barriers will topple as God's torrent love is poured out. There are racial barriers within the church. There absolutely are. But they're not too big for God to heal. They're not too big. Those racial statues, those barriers are not too big to crumble when the love of God pours in. And when the people of God bring healing to one another, they will know you are Christians by your love for one another. If you've heard me once, you've heard me 1,000 times. I say it all the time. The church gets it backwards. They think they know you're Christians by your love for the unsaved. That's not what Jesus said. Yes, you love the unsaved, but they will know you are of me by your love for one another. So the black church, the white church, the Korean church, the non-spirit-filled church, the spirit-filled church, all of that should be showing the world Jesus by the way they love one another, by the way they accept one another, by the way they celebrate one another. Finally, our love for Jesus and one another will grow greatly, and it will be seen by the world around us.